Thanks, Bumble. Enter Virat Kohli with Shikhar Dhawan failing to read the googly from Adil Rashid. Simple stumping for Johnny Bairstow. Rashid, of course, has taken the Indian captain's wicket on 4 occasions. That would have been tight at the non-striker's end, I think. Pujara, not the swiftest, a bit heavy-footed at times and took a while to turn. Try and get back into his ground. Talking about in the last over, the fact that Kohli sometimes gets tucked up a little bit on short balls in at his rib.
Nicely worked away from Virat Kohli. Will it reach the boundary? Yes, it does.
Slightly reluctant chase then from Jimmy Anderson. He looked around to see who was behind him on the right side, and nobody was, so he had to set off in pursuit. You can see him looking to Adil Rashid, who is at deep backward square.
I think he's actually just come a bit squarer, Adil Rashid, just to give himself a bit of a head start.
Bit outside off stump, I would think. Ari Erasmus isn't interested.
Flirted down to third man, 4. From India's viewpoint, again, any news on our Ashwin? He was off the field yesterday. Any news today?
I met him this morning and I asked him, how's your injury? And we were all thinking it's something to do with his hip, but it's something in groin, which is he seems to be fine this morning, and he should be okay to bowl for India, and he's going to be the key man.
That is 4. That is for certain. Beautiful drive.
Talking about batting beautifully, that's as good as it gets. Foot to the ball, head right over, and just a solid extension right through the line of the ball. There's no big flourish at the end, no huge follow through. The back knee just flexed while he hits through the line of the ball.
Squarer this time, that won't be 4. Just a couple.
We call it that extension is one way to keep that ball along the ground.
Oh, bit of luck there. Inside edge, misses everything. Kohli will take it. India will take it. 175 for 2. A little bit of in drift. Clip leg side. Won't be 4. Kohli very quick. It's to 48. Catching Pujara up. Pujara goes to 50, Virat Kohli, an over later goes to 50. Regulation, that balcony have stood to Kohli on many occasions. He'll try and convert that 50 into 100.
For a lot of the action we've watched. Now that is beautifully struck.
10-15 yards away from the deep mid wicket. Absolutely no chance of him cutting that off. Bit short from Rashid, but nonetheless a great shot.
Well, this is a punishing stroke. Poor ball, though, around the wicket. That's the danger for Bope as well in close.
Good run.
Talked about Kohli in the first innings. Important partnership with Rahane of 150 odd.
Found the gap beautifully. It's a little over pitch from Stokes. But at this stage of a Kohli innings, he isn't going to waste that opportunity.
Well, it's classic Kohli, isn't it? Slightly over pitched. He meets it with a full face. Lovely bat swing, everything in sync.
It was just a fraction wider. Wasn't quite as controlled as the previous shot. But let's look at the point of impact on the previous one, the boundary. Right under the eyes. And when you do it like that and time it like that, even these couple of jog steps down the pitch, unnecessary. Because you just know it's going to fall. Just thought for a moment of seeing if he could pressurise fielder into two. It was never on.
Through mid wicket. Won't catch that. Into the 90s.
Yeah, moves into the nervous 90s. Missed out in the first innings with a 97. 7 away from his 23rd Test match 100.
Well, there are two slips. There's what you'd call probably a fifth slip. The ball has gone right in between them, and Anderson ends up on his haunches. He can't believe it.
It's very, very close there, Keaton Jennings. Just a little bit too close. At gully, you're there for the shot that the batsman forces rather than defends. So you need to give yourself some space to be able to react to it. Just went through him. His hands were almost to it. Despair from Anderson. Kohli moves on to 97.
Arms raised aloft. It's a 23rd Test match 100 for Virat Kohli, and you can forget all those struggles in 2014. He is dominating England now.
Absolute masterclass in batting. A few nerves in the 90s, a few edges, getting his 100 with another one, but Virat Kohli showing everyone just how good he is and why he's the best batsman in the world today. Anushka Sharma, his wife, standing and applauding a magnificent display of batting. Healthy strike rate as well. 2014, a distant memory, probably never to be talked about after this performance.
Yeah, he's dominating. England dominated them in the last series in India, and now here in England. 200 runs at Edgbaston, 97 in the first innings here, and now 100. Should have been taken on 93 by Keaton Jennings. It's been a streaky last few deliveries for Kohli because an edge fell short of Cook and that one through the slips, but he won't worry about that.
Going back to a point Nasser Hussain made earlier about composure and the tempo with which Virat Kohli bats, it never changes. He's just so much in control right throughout from ball one to the delivery that got him his 100. Batting like this, And 100 from Kohli will be just... Oh, he's done it again. As another over ends, 92 gone. India, 279 for 3.
Well, he's only 29. He's got a few more years left in his prime. You'd say a batsman's best years maybe between 28 and 32, 33. So he's right in his prime. He now has 500s against England. Oh, close. Yes, the finger goes up. His front foot was right across his stumps. It looked out. It was very straight from Chris Wokes. Kohli, correction, will consult. But it looked a good decision from Erasmus.
Review for LBW. Original decision is out. Can I see the front foot, please? Yes, fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please. Go to ultra, please. Yes, clearly miss the bat. No bat involved. Go to the ball tracking when you're ready, please. Murray, impact in line, and wicket umpire's call. Stay with your decision. Out. Wait for the call. You on screen. Go ahead.
Erasmus gave it out in real time. He now confirms that decision. And that ends a wonderful innings from Virat Kohli. His 23rd Test match 100 has come to a close here at Trent Bridge. Well played.
Maybe hoping it's in a winning cause as well. Waved his bat to the crowd. Much deserved applause. The initial shout looked a lot closer than what Hawkeye showed it to be finally, as umpires call. Walks past Rishabh Pant, batting ahead now of Hardik Pandya. Dressing room very happy with his effort. Virat Kohli out for 103.